Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining me again today. I appreciate it. We're doing another episode of Missing Spotlight, and today's missing person is William Ebenezer Jones Jr. This is entitled Last Morning in Newark, another Newark story in New Jersey. So, with that said, let me go ahead and get us to starting point. Again, William Ebenezer Jones Jr. has a nickname of Billy Jones. He went missing in Vineland, New Jersey, or from Vineland, New Jersey, on December 17th, 1962. That would be 23,230 days ago from the date of this stream. And you can see the pictures there are some happier moments in life, where on December 25th, 1961, he was visiting Babbo Natale, which is Italian for Santa Claus. And then on the right, you have photograph taken in circa 1962. A wonderfully bright, smiley face this boy has. This is the upper part of the missing persons official FBI poster. This is where I'm getting my information from and providing it to you so that everyone who sees this can keep their eyes and ears open regarding any information that they can provide law enforcement at any level, which I'll provide you with links and contact phone numbers later in the stream. So you can see there's some information here as well as the photos. In addition, on the bottom right, there's a photo age progressed photo of William or Billy at the age of 50. This is what he could look like at the age of 50. So keep in mind, he disappeared at 3 years old, and this is what the rendering of what he might look like at 50 years old. So please keep that in the back of your mind. As far as his description, he does have an alias of Billy Jones. He was born on March 5th, 1959 in Bridgetown, New Jersey. He has brown blonde hair, blue eyes, stood 3 feet 6 inches, and 35 pounds. He weighed 35 pounds. He was a white male. He had no occupation. Obviously, he was 3 years old, so he was a toddler. He was American, nationality / citizenship American, and he started learning English. That was the main language I was able to find, which is also listed on in my research, I should say. Now, he does have under the scars and marks section, Jones had a vaccination scar shaped like a giraffe on the back of his left arm between his elbow and shoulder. So that could be a key item you can look for or be aware of. As he got older, it may have dissipated, it may have been grown in size, but just watch for that if you see anybody with a scar similar to that. As far as remarks and details from the FBI poster, at the time of his disappearance, Jones loved dogs and would do anything for dogs. So he was dog friendly, probably not afraid of any. So, what a sweet child. Details surround on December 17th, 1962, then 3-year-old William Billy Jones Jr. was last seen outside of his neighbor's house in Vineland, New Jersey, around 11:45 a.m. He was last seen wearing a light blue or grayish snowsuit with a navy collar and silver buttons, a hat that matched his snowsuit, and tan high top crepe soled shoes with yellow laces. He reportedly had a dime in his pocket that was given to him by his mother. That just breaks my heart to think that was something that was shared on the poster from a 3-year-old child who thought it probably was a fortune to him. Now, if you have any information concerning this person, meaning William Billy Jones Jr., please contact your local FBI office or the nearest American embassy or consulate or the Vineland Police Department at 856 696 1212. And the FBI poster came from the field office in Newark, New Jersey. Background details: William Billy, Ebenezer Jones Jr., was a young 3-year-old boy living in Vineland, New Jersey. Described by those who knew him, he was a child who had a profound love for dogs and would often do anything to be around them. Born in early 1959, he was just a toddler when his life was abruptly interrupted. He was remembered as an energetic child who lived in a quiet neighborhood with his family, including his sister Jill and his brother Bart. Surrounding the disappearance, on the morning of December 17th, 1962, Billy was playing outside his home in Vineland. While his mother was briefly occupied inside the house, Billy wandered near a neighbor's residence around 11:45 a.m. When his mother returned to check on him, she discovered he was missing. His sister Jill eventually returned home alone, carrying a small plastic poinsettia, but there was no sign of Billy. Despite an immediate and extensive search by local authorities and neighbors that began shortly after he vanished, the young boy was never found. My research showed the following update. For over 6 decades, the disappearance of Billy Jones has remained one of New Jersey's oldest cold cases involving a young child. The investigation has persisted over the years with renewed efforts to bring closure to the family. In 2009, the case was officially reopened by a detective from the Vineland Police Department to re-examine the evidence. The mystery of his vanishing has been highlighted by various media outlets and national missing persons organizations, which continue to keep his story in the public eye in hopes that new information may finally emerge. And that's also why I'm doing this series on missing persons and some kidnapped persons that have gone missing. So be aware, there'll be several types in the coming episodes. But that's why I'm doing my part to bring this to the public eye and keeping it in the public eye. Now, if you have any information regarding the disappearance of William Billy Ebenezer Jones Jr., please contact the Vineland Police Department directly at 856-696-1212 or 856-691-4111. And as always, you can submit a tip via your local FBI office or nearest American embassy or consulate, as well as you can submit an anonymous tip on the website tips.fbi.gov. Again, here are the official missing persons resources for national and international reporting, as well as emergency and reporting contacts for like immediate danger. Always dial 911. Federal U.S. cases, missing children, and U.S. citizens abroad. You have links and phone numbers throughout the stream. And once again, I want to remind you that one share could bring someone home. It's very important that if you have any information from that era, or if you see someone similar to what the scars look like, or the age progression photo, it's worth the moment of you to dial in or submit an anonymous tip just to bring more information to law enforcement so they can follow up. And with that, I want to thank you all again for joining me today. Your views, comments, and conversations are always appreciated. I really do enjoy talking to my viewers. So I hope anyone new watching this can join, subscribe. It's free, and it does help me continue with my other streams that I plan to do. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Again, I don't want this to happen to anybody else, so whatever we can do to keep it in the forefront of everybody's mind, keep your eyes open, listen, and report, okay? Share that information. Bring somebody home. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. See you on the next one. Bye now.